So are you on lockdown because of COVID-19? Have you got tough times ahead? Or do you? Hi guys, it's JT here, and today I want to talk to you about how we can make this perceived lockdown, well, more positive. So what's happening in the world right now? So obviously you guys all know, you read the news, the coronavirus is insane, right? It's taken the world by storm. People didn't expect it to get to this kind of level. Now, I'm from the UK, so in the UK, we are on a kind of an informal lockdown. So last night, the government shut down all the bars, pubs, restaurants, cafes, takeaway only, gyms. I love going to the gym, and now I can't go to the gym. So we have to kind of rethink, what are we going to do? We're on this informal lockdown. And what has really happened to us now? We're now having to start spending. This is where it's going to get interesting, and this is where we decide whether it's going to be tough or not. We are going to be spending way more time with ourselves, our partners, our loved ones, and our family. Think about it. If you've got kids, if it's you, your wife, 2 kids, and you're at home, it's just going to be you guys. If it's yourself, if you live alone, it's just going to be you. You're going to spend a lot more time getting to understand yourself, right? And this is where it might be tough for a few people, because a few people might be thinking, oh yes, okay, it's only going to last a couple of weeks. Well, realistically, we kind of know it's going to be going on for a lot longer. So what I want to do is I want to share with you some ways that you can make this easier, ease through the process, so when we come at the end, you don't feel stale, demotivated, just like frustrated, that you've put on weight. I want to get to that point where you understand what you can do, certain things you can do. And I'm not talking about doing this 24/7. It's just bit by bit, a little bit, but every day, that can make you feel kind of fresh and rejuvenated. You could actually use this as a positive way in the next few months, coming months. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5. We have no idea. Right, so where do I see us going next? Right, so I see us being in this situation for quite a while. Right, so whether you're at work, you've been told to work from home, whether if you've lost your job because of this, the government have just said, well, especially here in the UK, they're going to start paying employers at least 80% of their wages. That could change, that could be more for a few months at least. They're going to be paying universal credit for a few months, and that could extend out longer. We don't know how long this is going to take. I personally think it's going to take a good few months, and this is why I think this is so important. Right, so spending time with yourself or your loved ones, is that bad or good? Now you can decide. You're going to be cooped up in a home for a long time with the same people, right? And if you go to work, you work in an office, sometimes you can feel this. You're seeing the same people every day. If things aren't changing, the things get a little bit stale. The same happens in a relationship. If things don't change, things get a little bit stale. You're now at home, you could be alone, you just sat there. You need to decide, do you want this to be a bad situation or a good situation? Can you see the silver lining in this? Right, so what do you do after you've watched Netflix for 3 hours? What do you do after you've played Xbox or PlayStation for 3 or 4 hours? You've read some books, but you're getting a bit bored of reading books now. So what can you do? Well, this is where I want to share with you some tips and some things that you can do to help you feel refreshed, rejuvenated, and actually motivated, so that when you come out of this, you're going to feel like actually you've grown as a person. You haven't become stale. You've actually developed as a person going forward. Right, so what are these things? So here's number one. Number one is get to know yourself. Right, this is spending time by getting to know yourself better. This is in particularly if you're working or living alone, or if it's just 1 or 2 of you, because you're going to have a lot more time to yourself. So you can ask yourself some of these questions. right? And you can pause this video and jot down these questions. And also, if you're pausing this video and you like the tools and this type of video that's coming next, click the subscribe button, click the like button. It really helps me spread the positive message. Right, so these questions, remember, pause, write them down. I can put them in the notes below if you want. If you want, actually put a comment and I can actually put them in the comments below. Ask yourself these questions. What am I afraid of? What do I like? What do I dislike? What is going well for me right now in life? What is not going not so well in life? What could I improve on? What do I want in life? Right? These are some questions that can really get you to start understanding yourself better. So especially if you're alone, you've got time to think, do it. Put yourself in that situation where you get to know yourself more, right? Also, the next step, so number 2 is get comfortable with yourself, right? How many of us, we wake up, we get dressed, we go out, and sometimes it's like we're putting on a different persona. It might not be you, right? So if you're a female, maybe try this. Maybe for the next 2 weeks, if you're working at home, you don't wear any makeup. Let your skin breathe. Get familiar with your skin. Get comfortable in your skin, right? Here's something I actually learned from read and watched elsewhere, is that people, they will stand in the mirror naked and watch themselves just because they've never done that before. They've never had the opportunity to really look at their body and be comfortable and love their body, right? So you can even try that. If you're someone who's not so comfortable, you always feel like you have to put on this persona, these clothes, this makeup to go out, try that. Try staying at home for these next few weeks, no makeup. Maybe look at yourself in the mirror, get comfortable with your face. Here's a trick I actually learned, and I actually experienced this. Stand in a mirror and stare at yourself for 4 minutes, just in the eyes. Just look into your eyes for 4 minutes. There's a lot you can find out in those 4 minutes. Right, number 3. So this is trying new things. So once you run out of Netflix documentaries and films that you're bored of that, right? There's only so much you can sit on your ass, right? Your ass starts to hurt on your sofa. There's only so many books you can read. There's only so much Xbox or PlayStation that you can play, right? Try something new. Perhaps learn a recipe and cook. Perhaps learn to draw. Perhaps paint. Go down to the local supply store, grab some paint, grab some pencils, learn to draw, watch YouTube videos. There's so much out there teaching you how to do things, right? I learn recipes sometimes just from Instagram. Like Instagram, there's some fantastic foodie places, foodie accounts that give you recipes and things like that. And maybe try something new. Explore your creative side, something that, because you've been focused so much on getting up, going to work, and I'm going to work. Now we're actually pushing that to side because you're going to be stuck at home. So now is a chance to really explore your creativity, right? Number 4, connect more. This is an opportunity to connect more with your family. So if you're at home, you have kids, maybe you've been working a little bit too much, this is a great time to connect. Spend time talking to your partner. Talk to your friends. If you flat share, get to know your friends on a deeper level. Often we think we know our friends because we go out with them, we get drunk, we do all kinds of things. But actually, do we really know what's important to them? What their goals are? What do they want in life? What are they afraid of? All those kind of things allows us to connect better, those deeper questions, right? And number 5. Now, this goes without explanation. Exercise. If you're into exercise, great. Carry on. Try some new stuff. Like I say, go with number 3. Try new things. You're going to be working at home now, training at home because gyms are closed. I said gyms are closed, so you're going to be training at home. But also, if you've never exercised because of anything. You could be fear of going to the gym, maybe embarrassment, maybe not comfortable training in front of other people. If you're a guy, you've never trained before, you go to the gym, all these jacked dudes, and then, or if you're a woman and you want to go to the gym but you feel uncomfortable because there's so many other people there, you never exercised before, this is an opportunity to exercise at home. Like, there's YouTube videos, like, watch, they tell you exactly what to do. It's Instagram videos, all kinds of stuff. It's an opportunity to get fit. I don't even need to tell you why you need to do it, because that's everywhere. We know we need to exercise, right? But what I want to get you to look at is why you can do it now. This is really forcing your hand. There's no gyms, there's nothing happening out in social spaces about exercise. There might be a few, but you have to, it's the same. If you feel embarrassed to go to the gym or go train with other people, train at home. Do something at home. Get your family involved. This is a good chance to get your family fit and encourage your children to get into fitness. If you exercise at home, they might see you and they might want to join you. So give that a go. So I just want to quickly recap, right? 5 things that you can start doing right now at home. And it doesn't need to be all day, every day, like 24/7. It's a couple of hours here, 1 hour here, 20 minutes here, 30 minutes here, all that kind of stuff. Like, at the end of when all this lockdown, this informal lockdown happens, you will actually feel better. You'll feel more rejuvenated. You'll feel fresher. You will feel motivated. You'll probably feel happier, right? So try these things. So you've got getting to know yourself, getting comfortable with who you are, trying new things, connecting more, and exercising, right? Those 5 things can really change your perspective of what the lockdown is. Right, thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this video, there's some value there for you, click subscribe, go into my channel. You'll see I've got tons of other videos similar like this, taking a problem and trying to put a positive spin on it, right? And you can see my support me there. So if you want to follow me on any one of those things, please do. I've got a lot more content out there. Thank you very much for listening. This is JT signing out.